And we are live.
Indeed.
Yeah, people joining in. And we are here to talk about, just to give a quick run through of what happened within the EMEA region sessions, which are still, which are over for now. But then we have Americas that are still ongoing. So for everybody in the event, do not leave yet. We have more for you. Cleopatra, if you would like to kind of do a run through for what happened in EMEA, just a summary, and then I can tell people about the Americas and what's to come.
Absolutely. So the sun is already set, I guess, across most parts of EMEA. So we're saying good night to you and thank you for being with us throughout the day. We had a very good day. Started off, well, actually, we had 7 individual sessions and 2 panels and very interesting discussions throughout the day around agile, PMOs, accelerating leadership and stakeholder buy-in, governance. How do you set up governance in 10 easy steps? And of course, we had some discussions around AI and emerging technology and how can we leverage that to amplify our PMOs. We dived into continuous improvement, a very interesting topic that as we grow in our maturity as PMOs, how do we ensure that we continuously improve to grow our skills as PMO leaders? And of course, joining the PMO leader community is a big, big part of that. And we welcome you all to join us and be a member. And yeah, also very interesting discussions around looking at the PMO as a value chain and looking at the PMO as a service so that we are able to have more impact on the triple bottom line of the organizations. And we also delved into mentoring. And we invite you all that are invited to be mentors or mentees to apply starting from today up until January for our PMO Leader Mentoring program. And thank you to all our panelists that participated in the 2 panels. We had a panel on the innovation in PMO, leveraging AI, and another panel on unlocking value. How do you transition from a traditional PMO to become a value management office? I think that is the aspiration most PMOs have all over the world right now, that how do I add more value? How do I become more outcomes focused? How do I become more business focused and have an impact in the organization? So very, very exciting day. Thank you very much to our sponsors for making this day possible. Thank you very much to all the speakers, all the panelists, to our hosts, and all the volunteers that work tirelessly to make the EMEA leg of this conference a success. Thank you so much, and we hand over the torch to the Americas. See you next year.
Thank you, Cleopatra. You've had indeed such a wonderful event so far, so full of insights and topics from current to what's expected in the future, and trends that are happening in the industry. And we've had this year we've had the translation feature available, which is also a great addition for our global audience to even to emphasize even more that we are a global community and we want everybody to be able to join and to learn from these events. So really many hours, as you pointed out, a great organization team behind all of this, everybody with the key title of volunteer, which we all know what that entails. So really appreciate it on behalf of the PMO leader for all this hard work. Our sponsors presented on this slide, we couldn't have done this without you, so we appreciate it. We thank you, and we hope that everybody is having a great experience. And in terms of Americas, you might have seen that we already kind of started. So this is more of a handover during the day. We still have about 5 hours of content, so please do not leave. If you do must leave, you know that sessions are recorded and you can have access to them. What we've talked about so far in Americas, we looked at strategy delivery, and we had Laura Bernard talk about that, a great presentation earlier. We talked about governance and the project manager's best friend. A very interesting presentation by Javier in Spanish, and hopefully all the English speakers out there use the feature of the translation. We've had a panel about innovation also in Spanish, where Dr. Tony, our America's organizing lead, has taken the ball to be a moderator with all his great panelists and get great insights about innovation. And we have 2 more panels upcoming, one of which again in Spanish and one is in Portuguese. Dr. Tony will be moderating both of them. And we have a few more presentations also happening in the next few hours. I don't want to give too much information, so we can keep it as a teaser and a surprise, but they're all very great. And forgot to mention that actually our first session was presented by Tim Goodman from Sci4Ma, very interesting presentation that I hope people had the chance to watch live or the recording. And I know I've been sharing my screen for the duration of this discussion, and apologies for looking a bit funky. I did want to just take a moment and it's probably not looking great, and I apologize. It's my technical capability at this time, but I just wanted to put in front of you the faces of, I hope you can see it, but the faces of the ones who are behind the America Region organization. There's many more behind, but these are our key volunteers who, as for EMEA and other regions, relentlessly work to get us here today. So we really appreciate all their effort. And then we have the agenda, what was and what is upcoming. Please try to stay up until the end. We have a closing ceremony, just a little bit of a teaser, and we will have some of our leads joining that discussion just to close out the event. Throughout the event, you have the booths and the lounge with the networking tables. We hope that you really enjoy them and take advantage of the networking opportunity and experience exchange. And what else do we have? I think I mentioned translation, probably more than once. We're just so happy about it. Yep, you have resources for each session. You probably noticed there is a resource tab where you can see the presentation that the speakers are following, and you have access to those. And that's pretty much it. In terms of housekeeping, not much more. It's just be active, use the chat, share with us your thoughts, your feedback, your impressions and questions. And don't worry if anybody doesn't get the chance to get an answer to their question right away. We won't forget. And we will make sure that all the speakers and people who are asking questions have their questions addressed. But more to come. We're going to close it a bit because we believe we're starting more sessions right away. So have a great time continuing. And Jose, we're just wrapping up, but because you joined, we just, we could not give a vote for our main host. So many EMEA sessions.
Thank you.
It was so great to have you. Thank you. So with that being said, we can wrap it. EMEA, go to bed, please. And now it's America's time. See you soon, everybody. Just taking a quick
Thank you, everyone. See you.
Bye.